So yeah, just a quick. I just want to drop a few gems on the people real quick. Feel me? Um, so it's a trend I'm noticing on social media, or just in the culture in general, that I think definitely needs to be addressed. And it's in regards to, like, basically, let's say it like this, right? Me, I'm a man, right? I do whatever I want in my life. People I know in my life don't tell me what to do with my life, right? Don't tell me what to do with my body. Likewise, if you're a woman, you're a grown ass woman. Nobody tells you what to do with your life. Nobody tells you what to do with your body. These are facts. We're on the same page there, right? You're a grown ass person. Nobody tells you what to do with your life. Nobody tells you what to do with your body. You can do what you want. Especially if someone doesn't know you, then they damn sure don't tell you what to do with your life, right? We all agree there, right? All right, cool. But let me show y'all where there's a little glitch in the fucking matrix that's going on right now, right? The problem comes in when someone attaches their activity to someone they don't know, right? So let's say me, I attach a random bucket hat lady. I attach her name to me now, right? Just because I want to do that publicly, I just publicly say, yo, I attach bucket hat lady's name to me. And now I go and do some shit on the internet that gets publicized, that then becomes negative backlash for this bucket hat lady, right? Is that fair to that bucket hat lady person? That she's over here minding her business, living her life, and she just has to wake up one day and see all this negative energy and public backlash on her name, and she has nothing to do with the situation. She just minding her business, living her life. That's the problem, right? That's a problem that I'm noticing a lot, and I experienced that shit myself multiple times, fam. Where women attach their name or attach my name to them on their own will, off their own consent, like, yo, I'm gonna attach this person's name to me. And then they go do some shit off their own consent, off their own will, which they have the right to do whatever they want, but then you do some shit that then becomes public backlash for this person that you attach your name to. Number one, that person never asked you to attach their name to you, right? That person never ask you to attach their name to you. You decide to do that as a person on the internet. Hey, I'm gonna say Johnny come lately. I'm gonna attach this person's name to me, and then whatever I do on the internet now, Johnny come lately has to now deal with the backlash of that shit. How is that, like, how do you justify that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, I'm talking to both men and women, but I'm really talking to women mainly because this is more what I'm seeing the women do on the internet. It's a weird ass trend. Like, I don't understand that shit. Y'all attaching y'all name to somebody, and then y'all go and do some shit that becomes public backlash for the person that you attach your name to, and you don't even know that person. So why does the person you don't even know have to wake up and deal with public backlash for some shit they have nothing to do with? Like, really try to understand that, like, ladies, like, really understand that. Like, I know your ego is probably glitching and going crazy right now. Understand what I'm saying right now, because I know it is what it is. Western women, y'all psyches are not wired for accountability, right? Y'all like to deflect accountability. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, this is use me for example. I sit here, I mind my business, living my life. A woman decides to attach my name to her on the internet publicly, right? And then this same woman decides that she wants to do something with her own life that she has the right to do, obviously, because especially if they don't know you, do what the fuck you want. But you don't have the right to create negative backlash for someone you don't know. Does that make sense to y'all? You don't know somebody, you attach your name to this person that you don't know, And then you go and do shit that creates public backlash for this person that you don't even know. And then that person then has to deal with that shit. You understand? That's a problem. Especially like somebody like me. I'm not like emotional, but I'm like highly sensitive person. I'm an HSP. What that means is I could feel the energy being, you know what I mean? If my name is being spoken about in a certain light, I could feel the shit. You feel me? It fucks with me mentally, it fucks with me energetically. You understand? So why, if I'm living my life, minding my business, doing what the fuck I want to do with my life, why do I have to then go on the internet and then see all this negative backlash and public backlash attached to my name when it's something that I have nothing to do with? And it's somebody that I don't know that's creating public backlash for me when, just because they decide to do some shit that becomes public. You understand? That doesn't make sense. Like, if you are living a kind of life where your activities don't stay private, then you shouldn't be attaching your name to someone publicly that you don't know. Because then whatever you do is gonna fall back on this person, and then especially the person don't know you. Why the fuck should they have to deal with the backlash of your activities? On some real shit. Like, I want to see somebody sit here for like a couple seconds and try to justify that in their head. Even if you a woman, I'm a man, I sit here and I claim bucket hat lady on the internet. Like, yo, that's me, I like her, boom. And then I go do some shit that becomes public, you feel me? And it ends up bringing negative energy and negative backlash to this bucket hat lady that don't even know me. And now they gotta deal with that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not it. And a lot of women in the West, the first thing y'all run to, oh, man's insecure. It ain't about no fucking insecurity. It's about, I don't know you. So why are you creating negative energy for me to deal with because of shit you want to do with your life? And I don't know you. But now I got to deal with the repercussions of your activities. And I don't know you. But I'm receiving negative energy and negative backlash. You understand? For your activity, and I don't know you. That's some Twilight Zone shit. I know, but like, that shit ain't supposed to be happening. Like, and that shit's happened to me multiple times, man. On the internet, it's like women decide to attach my name to them, and then decide to do some shit that ends up falling back negatively on my name when I'm over here minding my business, living my whole life because I don't even know these people. You understand? Like, that's a problem. Like, if you live in a life where your activities don't stay private, don't attach your name to somebody publicly, because then whatever you do is gonna fall back on that person, and then they gotta deal with that shit. Like I said, if they HSP like me, a highly sensitive person, they gonna have to deal with all that negative energy. Like, you know, like, so I'm saying, it's nothing about insecurity. It's about, who the fuck are you to be creating negative energy for me, and I don't know you. That's what it's about. You understand? And like, women in the West, y'all are wired to like, there's no accountability, like there's no flaw in anything y'all do shit. So y'all the first ones to automatically run to, oh, he's insecure. No, ain't nothing about that. Grown ass man, I do what I want with my life. Nobody tell me what to do with my life. Grown ass woman, do what they want with their life. Nobody tell them what to do with their life. What you don't have the right to do is create negative backlash for someone that you don't know because you decide to attach their name to you. Like, that's not it. That's wrong. That's wrong. So, I mean, just clear that up, because that's becoming a trend on the internet, and that shit needs to stop. Like, if what you do doesn't stay private, don't attach your name to nobody. It's that simple. Live your life and create public backlash and negative energy for people you know, right? That are attached to you already. Don't attach your name, don't attach someone to you that you don't know, and then do shit that create public backlash for them. When they over here living their whole life and they have no clue what the fuck is going on, they wake up and gotta deal with all that negative backlash for what? They don't even know you. Like, what do they? Why should they have to deal with that? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, do I sound bitter? Like, hope I don't sound bitter. Like, I'm just speaking the facts. Like, am I wrong? Somebody tell me in the comments if I'm bugging. Like, 'cause I know there's some women out there that's listening right now that's like, no, you're wrong for that. You should have to. You should like. No, man. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, fam. You don't have the right to attach someone's name to you publicly. Man or woman, you don't have the right to attach someone's name to you publicly and then go do shit that falls back on that person negatively. And that person, number one, doesn't know you. Number two, they have nothing to do with the situation. So why the fuck are they dealing with the repercussions of your actions? And they living their whole life, nobody fucking know you. That shit is bonkers. And that shit keeps happening. Like, it's some weirdo shit. Like, if I decide to attach somebody's name to me publicly, I'm going to be aware of that. You understand? And I'm not going to do shit that's going to fall back on that person negatively. Because why should that person have to deal with the repercussions of my actions as a grown-ass adult? We all grown adults that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to kids. So if you're a grown-ass adult, you're responsible for your actions. Part of being an adult is called accountability, ladies. There's no way around that. Y'all like to not be accountable when there's a man in the situation. You're accountable for your actions as an adult, man or woman. That's what makes you an adult. If you're not accountable for your actions, that means you're a pet or a child. If you were claiming to be an adult, that means you're accountable for your actions. So, therefore, if you do something that falls negatively on another person and that person doesn't know you, only because you decided to attach that person into you, that's incorrect. Simple. Like, just accept that. You know what I'm saying? I know women right now, y'all are glitching and shit. I can't, oh no, I can't accept, no, my nigga, accept it. Like, that's a flaw in y'all program. That's going on right now, nigga. Cut that out, nigga. Like, if your relations and your activities don't stay private, then don't attach people's names to you publicly that you don't know. Simple. So that person don't gotta deal with your shit. What the fuck somebody else gotta deal with your shit for? Who the fuck are you? Real talk, like, but yeah, I don't speak. Listen, I don't talk bullshit. I don't know if y'all realize, like, you might not agree with a lot of what I say, but if you really check what I say, it really don't be bullshit. Like, it really be based on, like, real talk, 100% facts. What I'm saying right now is 100% facts. You, as a man or a woman, do not have the right to create negative backlash or negative feedback or negative energy for someone you do not know, simply because you decided to attach their name to you publicly, and then you decided to go do some shit that falls back negatively on that person. That's not that's not it. Like, that's not it. So I'm saying, and women, y'all go automatically say somebody's insecure. Oh, somebody's insecure. No, it ain't about being insecure. It's about, who the fuck are you to create negative energy for somebody you don't know? The fuck? Like, that has nothing to do with being insecure. That's the first thing y'all run to because y'all don't have knowledge of, like, you know what I mean? Certain shit here in the West. Like, y'all just, no flaws in y'all shit, no accountability. Like, no, my nigga, you accountable for your actions. Don't attach somebody's name to you and then do shit that falls back negative in that person, and you don't know that person. Why should someone you don't know have to deal with the repercussions of your bullshit? That doesn't make no sense. And this shit keep happening like it's some normal shit. Like, I'm telling you, y'all some weirdo women in the West, bro. Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, and then y'all do all this shit and it's supposed to be all good every time. Everything y'all do is supposed to be no flaw. Everybody just fucking grovels after y'all fucking feet. Like, no. Even if you a man, you do some shit like that, you a loser, nigga. You a loser if you do some shit like that. Attach a woman's name to you for whatever reason publicly, and then you go do some shit that then falls back negatively on that woman, and then that woman don't even know you, and now she got to deal with the repercussions of your shit. You a loser. You understand? If I did some shit like that, I feel like a fucking clown. Like, damn. You understand? Like, so if you can't keep your relations or your activities of your life private to the point where it doesn't impact someone that you don't know, don't attach that person's name to you. It's so simple. And if you're gonna attach someone's name to you, you should be a little more cognizant of your activities becoming public. It's simple. Like, this shit isn't rocket science, but for some reason it just needs to be explained, because there's nobody seeing it from this perspective of, especially women. There's no women seeing it from this perspective of, yeah, that was probably a wrong move by a woman. A man, they can more see it because men were forced to be accountable for our actions. Women in the West, y'all are not. Until now, because I'm here. So all that shit changes. All that shit gone. I'm telling you. You're going to have a hard time with me, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to rearrange and bring some order to this shit, because this shit is out of control, fam. Like, you cannot do that, fam. You do not have the right. I'm going to say it again. You don't have the right to create public backlash for somebody you don't know simply because you decide to attach their name to you on your own will. You a grown ass adult, you do what you want. I'm not talking to any kids. You do what you want as a grown ass adult. Nobody tell you what to do, whether they know you or not. What you don't have the right to do is attach somebody's name to you that you don't know, and then go do some shit that becomes public, and it falls back on this person that you don't know. That's minding their business. That's living their whole life. Like, that's not the program. Under no circumstances. Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, why it keep happening. Like, it's like no woman can see that ahead of time. Like, let me just put you, if you haven't made that mistake yet, let me just give you the heads up. Like, if you about to do that, stop. If you go claim somebody publicly, just be wary of what you do that becomes public. And if you want to just live your life and live a freelance life and where your whole life become public, don't attach nobody's name to you, especially if you don't know them. Now, if you know them and y'all have relations, that's different. If you ain't got no real life connection with this motherfucking person, why are they dealing with the repercussions of your actions? Bonkers. Like, that's just real talk 101, fam. Like, this is basic shit. Like, basic shit, fam. That shit's mind-boggling to me. Like, cause I have to deal with this shit so many times. It's like, why do y'all women keep doing that shit? Yo, son, this shit is fucking hilarious, boy. It's like I have to write a book. I have to write a book, fam. I have to write a book, fam. Cause that shit is so funny to me, son. Like, imagine that, son. People that you don't even know creating negative backlash for you while you living your whole life trying to figure your own shit out. You ain't creating no negative backlash for these people. They doing shit and just willingly, like, with no regard, just doing shit that's gonna fuck your life over or create negative energy for you. And it's like, with no regard. Like, that shit is bananas, fam. That shit is bananas. Like, that shit is, y'all need to stop that. Like, honestly, ladies, y'all gotta cut that out. Men too, like I said, excuse me, men too, like, y'all really gotta cut that out too. Any man out there that's doing that, if you claiming that you attaching a woman's name to you publicly that you don't know, and you go do some shit that fall back on her, and she's sitting at home doing what the fuck she doing, working her job 9 to 5, whatever, and she gotta go on the internet and do a public backlash because you decided to attach her name to you and you go do some fuck shit that becomes public, you were lame for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not adult shit. Like, that's not clean shit. That's not neat shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not it. Like, and listen, I know people think I'm messy. I'm not messy. Like, y'all have no clue what my real life situations are. Like that's what being messy is, right? Being messy is like y'all have no clue about any of my relations in my real life at all. Like for the past like 5 to 7 years, there's like no trace of anything on the internet of my actual real life situations. So I'm like the opposite of messy, to be honest. Um, so, but yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, man. That shit crazy.